Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and I'm going to be completely honest. I was not actually planning on doing an episode review for this episode, which is Pokemon The Distant Blue Sky. It's a special episode following the end of Pokemon Journeys, and before the Pokemon Aim to be a Pokemon Master series, mini-series, I should say. So I wasn't really planning on it because it's a non-canon episode starring the alternative universe Ash. But since I ran a poll the other day, and it seems like people want it. So I'll give it to you guys. It'll be probably a shorter review compared to some of the Journeys reviews, since it's, not really a canon episode. It's just, a nice episode in between the end of Journeys and then the beginning of this mini-series. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So, if you guys are new to the channel, you like this type of content, it'd be pretty cool if you would sub to the channel, like the video, comment below, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel, and I love the support. And it'd be cool if you would do that. But anyways, let's talk about this episode now, shall we? Now, even though this episode stars Alternative Universe Ash, it really feels like an original series, minus Brock and Misty, of course. Where Ash is basically having a fun time, he's going on an adventure, there's a lot of shenanigans that go on. The interesting premise here is that Ash's mom is meeting up with Ash's dad, and obviously Delia wants Ash to meet up with his father as well, as it's been a while since he's seen him. So that's something that's actually pretty interesting about this episode, is that we potentially would get to see Ash's dad. Obviously they don't do it. It was kind of bait. Honestly, I was watching this at 5 in the morning when it was airing, because I watched it. I live in the Eastern time zone, so I was half awake while watching the episode, and when I heard that, I immediately woke up, because I'm like, holy crap, are they actually showcasing Ash's dad in this episode? Are we actually going to see him? But nope, didn't happen. Plus, it's Alternative Universe Ash, so I guess it doesn't really count as much as the main series, but oh well. Anyways, I thought it was funny because Ash was just like sleeping out without a tent, just on the ground. He gets woken up by a Lickitung who licks him. And it turns out Pikachu is missing. Team Rocket has struck once again, but a young boy named Haruto actually helps out Ash and points out where Pikachu is being held at. Ash shows up and Team Rocket does their original motto, which I thought was really cool, it was really refreshing. But I thought it was hilarious because while they were in the middle of doing that, Ash basically takes the key away from them, unlocks Pikachu, and blasts them off. So, I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny and neat. Anyways, Ash hangs out with his new buddy Haruto, and Ash gets into a bunch of shenanigans because our boy Ash, he likes to be super curious, and he gets himself into trouble, like with Venonat, who sprays him and eventually puts him to sleep for a little bit. And then we have them getting chased by a bunch of Beedrill. But anyways, partway through the episode, Ash stumbles across a house, and it turns out to be Haruto's parents, but he doesn't realize that, and Haruto just suddenly vanishes. And they give him some food, and he basically goes off. Hangs out with Haruto more. And at some point in the episode, they actually come across a bunch of Mankey. Turns out the hat that this Mankey has is, I believe, Haruto's hat, from my understanding. But anyways, Ash calms it down and actually gives his alternative universe hat to the Mankey. So yeah, he loses his hat. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting. But he ends up going back to that house, and it turns out that Haruto is actually dead. Yeah, he's a literal ghost. And that hat used to belong to them, which upsets his parents, which, yeah, probably not the best thing showing up to their house, like, oh hey, here's this hat. Oh, it's actually our dead sons. So, there's that. But there's an interesting part of the episode where Haruto tries reaching out to Pikachu, and he can't touch him because he's a ghost. But I don't know, Ash uses his aura powers or something, and suddenly he, hugs him, and he's able to touch Pikachu or something like that. It's really weird. It's not something you should think really too much into, but it's just a thing that happens in the episode. But after that, Haruto disappears, presumably going to the afterlife. And because Ash was kind of distracted by all this, he unfortunately missed meeting up with his dad. But his dad actually got him a present, which is his actual OG hat they had in the original series, which was actually really neat. And that pretty much wraps up this special episode. Now, overall, I thought this special was pretty nice. It's a non-canon episode. It doesn't take place in any of the main series. it's Alternative Universe Ash, so it's up to you whether you want to check this episode out or not. Whether you watch it or not doesn't affect anything. However, if you're a fan of the original series, I'd actually recommend checking this out because this was absolutely a nod to the original series, even though it stars Alternative Universe Ash. It honestly feels like an episode that could have taken place in the original series. Obviously, there's no Misty and Brock here, but it just has that feel. I want to say some of the writers that were involved in this episode or writing this episode were from the original series or participated a lot in the original series. And they don't participate as much anymore. They've moved on to different things. Not entirely sure on that front, but based on what we got in this episode, it really does feel like it was written as a love letter to the original series. Not only that, there was a couple callbacks to the original series. The one that were most notable to me was Mankey with the hat. Obviously a callback to Ash's primate when it was a Mankey stealing his hat. And then we have Ash receiving his original series hat, which I thought that was nice. Obviously, the Alternative Universe hat is now forever gone. It's with Mankey now. But at least we got his series hat from the original series, so that's good. Alrighty, guys, that's all I got for this episode review. Obviously, non-canon episode. Check it out if you want to. If not, it's okay. But, again, watch this episode if you're an OG fan. So, I'm going to give this special episode a solid 7 out of 10. So in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think about the Distant Blue Sky special that we got here? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite parts in this episode? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and guys, have a good day or night, and I'll see you all later. Bye.